Sheriff Worley will start us off today.
At approximately 3:15 p.m. on October 13th, 2015, a call came into the Nye County Dispatch Center for an unresponsive male experiencing a medical emergency at the Love Ranch.
Blood coming out of his nose, white stuff coming out of his mouth. They can't get him to wake up. He's like almost not breathing. Okay, is he conscious? No.
The patient identified as Lamar Odom.
Now to Lamar Odom's fight to stay alive. The former NBA star is showing signs of improvement after spending the last several days in a coma.
Dennis Hoff says Odom paid $75,000 to stay at his brothel, Love Ranch. Multiple drugs were found in his system, and there are reports he used synthetic Viagra.
I was written off. My doctors told all of my loved ones to say your final goodbyes.
He demonstrated evidence of multi-organ system failure. He had had, as most people are now aware, multiple strokes. In addition, he suffered significant cardiac damage, kidney damage, liver failure, a multitude of very complex medical issues.
I didn't want my kids to lose their father. I felt like there was so much more work that he needed to do with himself, with his family. And so I felt like if he goes, my kids are not gonna have that closure.
I was 14 at the time, so I didn't really understand the coma part, like if he's gonna wake up or just die.
When he was dealing with his addiction, I had no clue what was going on. It was very distant when he was in the deep pits of his addiction.
I would say when I woke up, that was like rock bottom. I got caught in a brothel.
After days in a coma, fighting for his life in a Las Vegas hospital, word tonight that Odom is now awake.
I try not to dwell on it, but I do realize how bad off I was. And God had his hand on me. He had his own plan for me.
I think we're all affected by our childhood, right? I think we carry all that stuff, the good, bad, the ugly. We carry that into our adulthood.
Lamar, he lost his mom at 12 years of age to colon cancer. How can a kid go through that? And then his father had a substance use problem on top of it.
From what I gathered from being with Lamar in conversation, his father really didn't have a strong relationship with him. So I think that valuable connection with a parent, Lamar never really experienced that.
And thank God with the basketball, he was able to excel in that. That was his salvation.
Young boy dove head on into basketball, had the talent. That's what helped him soar.
Odom banks it in and a foul. Odom continues to pour it on as the Lakers.
When you're off the court and basically you've had trauma as a kid, but you're having everything handed to you as a celebrity, it's a mixed bag.
This is a man who experienced so much trauma. I feel like when you really don't address it, and it carries on, and it carries on, and at the same time you're getting fame, and you have this hole, and so you're filling it, and you're filling it, and you're filling it, but yet you're getting such attention from the world. You're an amazing player, and it's an inevitable bomb.
When he was in a coma, I thought for sure he would get clean, but he didn't.
They knew he was also struggling with addiction because I took him to therapy pretty early on, and in therapy, the doctor said, you gotta be honest. You gotta tell your kids about addiction.
I was screening my movie, The Reality of Truth, all around the country. And one night, somebody named Greg came up to me and said, hey, I got a celebrity friend that needs an intervention.
I just got lucky enough that he was showing his movie, that he was there personally, that I can approach him right afterwards, and I can tell him the urgency of how bad me and Lamar need this, because it's almost like it's all on the line, last second of the game, do or die.
Lamar confided in me that even after his coma and public breakdown, he was still having issues with addiction. So I told him about ketamine, which has shown great promise in fighting addiction and depression. I showed him some of the research, and he agreed to use a formula that we created specifically for him. The formula we came up with was ketamine plus plant medicine plus daily practice equals conscious transformation. The first letter in the formula stands for ketamine. It's an FDA-approved anesthetic that Cleveland Clinic called a top 10 medical breakthrough.
Ketamine is Schedule 3 in the United States, so it's very easy for physicians to use, and it's also very effective.
We have Western science and ketamine pushing a mind into a very similar experience to what formal spiritual folks found using totally different mechanisms.
I think Sanjay Gupta, he did a piece on it and talked about people with severe depression and that they're doing ketamine. And so when I saw that, I put two and two together, like that's what Lamar is doing.
First step to a new life, right? I suffer from real bad anxiety. And my anxiety, I think, has led me to some poor decision making in my past. So if I could get rid of addiction, anxiety, if I can help all that out with just, a treatment like this, then why not? Why not give it a shot?
I was definitely happy that, he's gonna take that leap, to have a better life.
As an African-American man, we feel like if you seek help, it's like weak. And we just have to realize that health is wealth. And without mental health, you can't accomplish shit. Carlton Fisk. That was a big time hit.
Lamar, have you ever done have you ever done any hallucinogenics,
mushrooms?
Yeah, anything? No.
Right over there.
This is it gets you kind of that point, but no anxiety or anything?
The ketamine to me was the start of a new life. I had gone through what I think a lot of people go through, which is substituting alcohol and all kinds of vices to try and treat this underlying issue or this gap or hole. My doctor had told me about ketamine. I did the research. I really had no idea what to expect. And after a couple of sessions, I felt probably as good as I'd felt in 10 years.
This is going to be literally the most peaceful experience you've ever had in your life.
I feel good. Excited about being here, about going through this process.
Hey, come relax, man. Let's just have
Are you comfortable with your shoes on?
It's bad, but I always smell my shoes when taking them.
I don't even know if they need to be replaced though, man.
So I'm going to be monitoring your blood pressure. So I just want you to close your eyes and just relax. You're going to be just fine.
Ketamine now in the past 10, 12 years has been applied to the treatment of depression. It induces a very, very unusual intrasubjective state.
There you go. Still feel good. Whoa. That's how I feel right now.
Ride the wave, my man. It's beautiful.
I fucking hear music. The music is crazy that I'm hearing.
Takes you for a ride, you know?
Wow. My mother and my relationship was extremely close. Maybe I didn't know how sick she was, maybe until towards the very end. I remember she went to the hospital, she came home. She lost a lot of weight. I mean, it was just, I guess it just made me grow up maybe extra fast.
We know now that childhood stress, regardless of the cause, raises brain cortisol levels. And when you raise brain cortisol levels during those developmental years, you suppress the production of the brain-derived neurotropic factor. So normal mood center development doesn't take place.
I don't even know how to put it into words. I have my mother. I'm very close to my mother. So I don't know what that's like.
I miss she had a lovely smile. And I miss her stink breath. Her breath used to really stink in the morning. But I miss it.
He likely has suffered from chronic PTSD that has re-exacerbated over time as more traumas have occurred.
Losing Jaden, our relationship died too with Jaden. A lot of couples, it either makes your relationship or breaks your relationship. With us, it broke our relationship.
That was extremely hard because I was playing. I was hanging out all night partying. Got home, I woke up in the hotel, his mother called me. And I could just remember her screaming that if she was just like screaming that she felt like it was a movie. He was extra energetic. Whenever I walked into the room, he would just like stare at me. He was beautiful. He was like the combination of his sister and his brother. I just wish I would have had my life a little longer. You know what's crazy? You know, I don't even think I still even like sat down and cried about it.
His whole outlook on life, it was just so different, you know, and we mourned differently, we grieved differently. He dove full on into heavier, drugs and his cocaine use, and that became his partner.
What's that?
That
That's
means
10 minutes.
10 minutes left, that beeper.
You know what I was just about to say?
What's that?
I never felt this good in my life.
Hi, welcome back.
I didn't want to get up at all. I thought I was in heaven.
I know.
No, seriously.
That's...
I'm no bullshitting you. I thought I was in heaven. That was incredible, bro. It was a lot of things going on. Before my first ketamine experience, I think I was in a semi-okay place, even though a lot of us, if we are depressed, we don't even know it. It was a great experience. I just never felt like that good inside.
Would you say this was a spiritual experience?
It definitely was. It definitely was. And I didn't want to leave. That's why it felt like heaven, because I didn't want it to stop.
With our ketamine experience, we know this. If we do a full series of infusions, which in this clinic is 6 infusions over perhaps a 2-week period, we can expect patients then to enjoy a 4 to 6 week interval with tremendous improvement in mood and function before needing a single booster infusion.
We're ready. We're going to the other side. And I'm really psyched you guys are here tonight because, man.
After the second treatment, you're not just going to feel the same as you did after the first one, you're going to be building new neural pathways. So it's not like you're getting this short-term fix. Every time you go in for a treatment, you're rebuilding neural pathways, and honestly, I feel like when I'm going in there, it's like going back to the gym.
You know, hopefully the ketamine will help me put all the pain from the deaths in my life, just put them away. What's the number, Greg?
852, sir. Should be down on the left.
852?
Yep.
What's up, Sam?
Hey, what's up, Lamar?
How you doing, bro?
It's a great pleasure to see you, man.
Good to meet you, bro.
Awesome. Yes, of course. Thank you guys for coming.
No problem.
Yeah. You guys have any other questions about the treatment or anything like that, or the clinic, or anything I can answer for you? No. Lamar, Greg, it is really a great pleasure for me to introduce you to my father, Dr. Stephen Mandel.
Doc.
Hey, Lamar.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Good to meet you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Doc, heard a lot about you. Thank you for seeing us.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Glad
much
you
for
could
making
come.
time.
Give me the strong stuff, Doc. High dosage. I want to go to heaven and come back. The first time I did ketamine,
yeah,
that's what it was like to me.
You went to heaven and came back?
Yeah.
I'll take that for you if you want.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Two
you
more
got it.
pillows.
Under the knees?
Yeah.
You got it. I'll get it. Okay.
Lamar. Yes, sir.
It's time for liftoff.
Let's do it.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Just explore it.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, Doc.
You're welcome. We're gonna turn off the light for you guys, okay?
You
good with that, Doc?
Yeah. This is a special time when people are having an infusion. They're getting in touch with aspects of themselves that have been elusive for many years. Very important aspects of themselves that probably account for some of why they're suffering. As it's going into its brain, it's causing him to disassociate, to have as he said, an out-of-body experience. Those are his words, and they're very common words for people having infusions. And while he's having that out-of-body experience, he's getting access to a lot of his stored memories and stored sensations, able to re-examine them and rework them from a very different perspective than he would be without this medicine. And the results of that are often that people can get to be at peace with some of the difficult material from their past.
Reborn, baby, reborn, 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 reborn. When I came out of the coma, I was day to day, I probably was like real foggy, and I couldn't walk or talk.
I was so happy and it was great. But then we got to the next stage, which was, is Lamar gonna be himself? You know, we didn't know he had, he was in dialysis, he had so many different problems.
He had very limited mobility of his lower extremities.
Is he gonna be paralyzed? Is he gonna be able to use his arms? You hear all these stories about people. So that was the next stage, but I was just happy he was up. And then the new set of worries came after that.
I was hurt. I knew what people like the thought, just like my name, just my kids.
Wherever you went, you see his face on a magazine, with Chloe, or the drug issues. So it was definitely hard just growing up and seeing his face wherever I went.
Lamar?
Whoa.
You're on a journey.
Yeah.
Try to just be with it. It's going to be over soon.
Yeah.
Try to relax.
Whoa, that was...
Let me get a look at your eyes.
Was I talking? Was I talking?
A little bit.
A little bit. Oh, good.
Yo, that's crazy.
Your infusion is complete, and you're starting to come back from your journey. This is not like throwing a switch. This is like planting a seed. So we do these in a series because no one of them is sufficient. They build on one another.
That trip was strong. Right there.
Yeah?
Like, I can't remember saying, okay, I feel it coming. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't remember that happening.
You remember any parts of the journey?
No.
But you remember it feeling good?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything was fantastic. I think the ketamine, it put me in a position where I wasn't scared to fail, especially like getting back to basketball.
Nobody's perfect, he's still in process, but he's definitely more present than he has been over the years.
He is really progressing. He is, he's changing slowly but surely. He's just trying a lot more with me and my brother, a lot more than he used to. So I have to give kudos.
I guess after the multiple treatments that he had, him just reached out more, wanted to see me and Destiny. So I did see ketamine be a huge leap for him.
I think he sees that. He's trying to be more aware of okay, my actions do affect my kids. They have affected my kids.
Definitely as I get older, I realize how important it is to have your father in your life as a young woman.
Ketamine treatments has got me to the point where I want to open up and be transparent.
The next letters in the formula are PM for plant medicine. There are master healing plants from around the world that have been used throughout history to break the habitual patterns of the mind.
These powerful psychedelic plants may have an inherent potential to facilitate healing of not only individuals, but of the collective and even the planet.
The perfect introductory plant for healing is cannabis, in the form of CBD. Hemp and its cousin marijuana are both rich in CBD, and as most people have now seen, it instantly helps kids who are having seizures. I was convinced that CBD's miraculous qualities should be part of any mind-body treatment. So I sought out a company that was producing CBD that had purpose behind its products, and I found Hemp Lucid. The CEO is Chase Hudson, and in addition to having some of the most bioavailable CBD oil in the world, he's a great communicator.
It's the opposite of what THC is. So, THC, the psychoactive component of cannabis, CBD is more relaxing, stimulates the cannabinoid system, brings balance to the body, calms the mind.
Are these banned in professional sports?
WADA, World Anti-Doping Agency, they just approve CBD for all their sports.
Scientists recently discovered that humans have an endocannabinoid system in their body. Cannabinoids like CBD plug into that system like little keys, unlocking people's immune system. Why would we have an endocannabinoid system if we weren't supposed to interact with them?
You ever think this is what it looked like?
No, I would never think. I mean, I had a feeling. Damn, this shit go on forever, too. Can I try the hemp seed, please?
Yeah, here.
Thanks.
One observation I made over many years is that individuals who are engaged in a healthy, productive way with psychedelics tend to have a alteration in how they view the environment around them. They become much more conscious of nature.
Lamar works CBD into his daily routine to bring about more balance. And I told him I'd been preparing him for something big, and that it was time for him to take the most powerful plant psychedelic known to man.
Ibogaine is exceedingly powerful, and individuals really need a couple of days just to recover. They can be on the ground for 10 hours, 12 hours and have great difficulty moving, but be as it may, it induces very powerful altered states experience. It's been utilized by a religion in West Africa called the Bwiti that is essentially an ancestor worship religion, and they are trying to move back towards their native roots, which included developing this religion, which uses as a sacrament a very, very powerful plant hallucinogen, iboga, from which ibogaine is isolated. The goal of participation of initiates in a Bwiti ceremony using iboga is to access a vision of an ancestor. And for the initiates, they will be fed iboga, which can be cardiotoxic. They will be fed the iboga until one of two things happen, till they have a vision of that ancestor or they expire.
I looked at outcomes for people who were seeking ibogaine treatment to deal with their opioid addictions. And I had 30 people in the study and looked at, before the treatment to after their treatment to see whether or not they were able to stop using the heroin or the oxycodone. Like other studies have shown, but this one really showed it very clearly, that ibogaine gives you this window of opportunity because it takes away the withdrawal symptoms and also takes away the cravings.
Because iboga is illegal in the United States, we agreed that we would take a trip down to Mexico where I would guide him and Greg to have a conscious transformation using iboga. Much to my surprise, I got a call from Chase, our hemp CBD friend. I didn't know it at the time, but he was having a crisis in his own life and asked me if he could come with us to do the iboga. The stage was set. All I had to do now was get Lamar, Greg, and Chase into the van and head for the border. America, it's a beautiful place. If they would only allow plant medicine to flourish like it should be here, it's going to be the best place in the world when that happens. Lamar and Chase and Greg, they're going down to Mexico, and we're going to zip them down, change their frequency, and then bring them back right in this portal right here.
Doing it, Greg?
Yeah, I'm doing it. And Chase is doing it too.
Chase, you never did it before?
No, sir.
Oh, you been here before, Zappy?
Yeah. I brought some friends down here to do it.
How you doing? Jose, nice to meet you. You're welcome. All right, Jose. Nice to meet you.
What's up, man?
Nombre y apellido.
And last name. First name and last name, please. As soon as she finishes, you go first, okay?
Perfect. Go where?
Get some blood.
Yeah, let me go first.
I
get anxiety.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
And that's going to be It's going to be one pill every 30 to 45 minutes, okay? I'm going to tell you straight, guys. If I see something wrong in your labs on the EKG, I'm going to let you know, okay? Because I don't risk any life, of course. Okay? But there are always some options we can do. So we can chat and see what we can do,
Okay.
all right?
We're good, man. I appreciate you, man.
Perfect,
Thanks
perfect.
for that.
My job is to keep you guys alive and to have the best
So
experience you can have.
so we're gonna take a pill every hour or half hour?
Half an hour, pretty
And
much.
for how many half hours?
It depends. Right now we're going to see how far we can go with you guys.
Have you done it before?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I have to know what you're going through.
Have you spoke to any of their relatives on it?
I see my grandpa, my dead grandpa there. I don't want to involve you with my experience, because your experience is going to be yours, Lamar.
Yeah.
There is a reason you are here, Lamar, right?
Yeah.
There is a reason why you are taking ibogaine. And it's not because of me, it's not because of you. There is a reason that you are taking ibogaine. And maybe there is a reason that you haven't realized why you are here. So you might find out tonight. And that's going to be beautiful. In Gabon, in Africa, when somebody's going to take ibogaine, everybody makes a party. Because somebody is going to become a human again. We arrive to the house, you guys get comfortable.
Yeah.
Doctor and nurses are going to get ready all the stuff, all the medical equipment.
Yeah.
Okay? And as soon as we finish with that, we're going to start an IV solution for you. Each one, okay?
Okay, good.
Anti-nausea, magnesium sulfate, which prevent heart arrhythmias. And saline solution. It's just to keep you hydrated and have some good meds inside of your body, okay?
If I'm understanding what I just heard from him and what I just talked to my wife about was, you are going to experience two things: release or fight. The fight, you return back to where you are right now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the fight. You don't want to. You want to release. So in doing all this, mentally start saying what's next, not enduring it and then come back and then you bent over because mentally now you got the same life because now it became right back to you. So now you're gonna deal with it, but you want to deal with it differently than the last time you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Let's go. You can do it.
yeah, we are, but I'm just making sure.
You're a friend. That's good advice.
A beautiful party tonight.
Nice.
In 2010, I had a cousin that got killed. It was like one of my favorite cousins too. And I couldn't even stand up at his funeral. And I think all of just everything I've been through, and then Jaden being the last person I lost, and I think that shit all washed up. Because if you don't let it out, it's gonna come out sometime.
You have skirts and needles?
A little bit.
Yeah? Is your first IB?
No, I haven't.
That's mine. Nah, just kidding.
That's a bad joke.
After we start, there's gonna start these side effects, right?
Yeah.
First of all, you're gonna start getting dizzy.
Yeah.
So you probably are not gonna be able to walk by your own. So you're gonna have somebody, medical staff, in your room all the time.
Perfect.
Tonight,
Yeah.
okay? Just to help you to walk to the bathroom, in case you need to throw up, to help you to the bucket with the bucket. You're gonna see tracers, like lights.
Right.
And as soon as you close your eyes, you're gonna go through this stage, right? It's called awakening dreams. You might feel some discomfort, okay?
Right.
And you're gonna feel discomfort. And it's not physically, it's mentally.
I understand. You gotta get rid of it.
Just surrender it.
Surrender.
Just surrender it. Even if you see the worst demon of the world, surrender. It's not gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Trust us.
Yeah.
Trust Dr. G, trust Alan, trust me. We're here to take care of you, okay?
You fit in the bed though, right?
Yeah, I fit.
All right.
You're gonna see a lot of information tonight about yourself, about your life, your past, whatever you have. And it's a lot of information to process in one night if you get it, right? Probably tomorrow in the morning you don't remember anything or remember just quite a little bit. Look, you're gonna take something that is alive. You see? It's a wood, it's alive. It's a bunch of alkaloids in one pill. If you might set up a purpose as to the medicine, you know, why I'm here, what's the reason, you might start preparing yourself to go through what you're going. I'm gonna give you a first dose, and as soon as you start feeling something, we're gonna keep that on track to see how fast you metabolize and how strong is your tolerance, to see how far we can go. All right? Okay, see you in a minute.
First dose, baby. Ibogaine.
You have to put it in your mouth? Okay. There you go. Sip water. Slowly. You start feeling dizzy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're gonna take this and then we're gonna wait a little bit, okay? Probably your tolerance is really low, so you might not need too much.
Right.
Love it. Enjoy, Chase.
Oh, can check on me
Yes, for sure. Many times.
every once in a while.
Just chilling. I just took the second one. I'm feeling pretty good. How's Lamar doing?
Great, awesome.
We started last night at 1 a.m. in the morning, and right now it's 7 a.m. in the morning. Everybody's kind of resting. We just passed already the storm of the treatment. We had 3 different people getting treated at the same time. Everything went perfect. Everybody metabolized different in different times, but at the end, everybody has his experience.
I heard people going through some rough things last night, maybe things that they weren't even prepared to go through. But as they say, you were called to do this, and the question is why? And last night they probably found out why. Chase, how you doing, man? How was that? Do you have any amazing visuals?
Yeah, very. I'm still having visuals.
Tracers and things? Or?
Yeah, my balance. I really want to get out of this bad.
I know. Don't worry about it though. You'll be like, at some point you're gonna bounce out, but it could take a little bit. All right, we'll check back.
Yo, what's the deal?
What's going on?
What's up, anybody?
No, they're resting.
Perfect.
Yeah. How about you? Did you get some good visions?
No, nothing great on the visions, but I feel good today, and I'm just relaxing, and I'm just letting my body just heal, relax, and I'm excited to see the end of the day tomorrow. When I start getting up
when you
around.
start feeling really good.
So yeah, grab me some soup, and I'll be here.
All right, love it. All right.
For a minute, it was one time I was tripping. I was tripping. Oh man. It was intense though. It was intense. I'm glad I did it.
You look good though.
I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
Well, at first it took a long time. Then you had to up the doses.
Yeah.
When he did that, the first thing, I think I opened my eyes. And I thought I saw my cousin Sierra sitting right there. They say that in your iboga journey, one of the first visions you usually have of someone is someone that you're usually close to within your family. And the first person I seen a big face was my cousin Sierra, who I used to watch her when she was little. She's older now, she's like 26, 27. But I think we've always had a connection. And you know what's a crazy thing too? I kept hearing voices. Some of them I could make out. Some of them was yelling negative things. I kind of switched that off and only listened to the positive, only tuned into the positive. I kept hearing my mother's voice and my aunt's voice, who I'm really connected to. And my cousin Sierra, her mother's voice, I kept hearing, who I'm really connected to. I kept hearing voices in my family. They were real distinct though. I kept seeing little kids too, like little boys.
Just appearing.
Yeah, and one time the boy grew. Then I got to see my son. So I got to see him at the age where he passed away, and then grow to like 8 or 9, and then probably the age he would be now. And I kept seeing like these visions. They were just like, I would see him, or whatever it may be, then it would just like float up. I would see it, and then whenever I would like realize and make out what it was, it would like just like float up. Some trippy shit. But I can remember like really, in a sense, being frightful because I didn't know what I was gonna see and how it was gonna affect me.
I feel like what we're here to do is almost like take down people's fears, and they say, you know what, like, here's this African root, right? This thing could break people's addictions and things, or depression, or...
Yeah, all them opiates, and that's where the fucking, the shiesty shit comes out. Right?
Yeah.
Because let's say if you do have a pain injury, and you take 2 opiates to cope with that pain, that shit might lead to lifelong disease. I think they should give these treatments at every rehab. Like really go after the problem, really go after solving it.
Did you feel like it was a spiritual thing, or some people are gonna say, oh, well, that's just...
No, it was definitely a spiritual thing, because for some of the visions I had, I felt love coming from it. And for a second, I had wanted to stop. I was about to start screaming and shit like that. But then I had to say, hold on. Chill out. I'm giving Kobe Bryant, 4th quarter. We're gonna be all right.
A legend is someone who has done something to will always be carried in someone's mind.
Yeah.
That's a legend. Don't bring yourself down. Yeah. If a person puts you somewhere, you are a humble enough person to not go, yeah, I'm that legend, yeah, that's me. No, you're not that person. Once you embrace who Lamar Odom is, then you're gonna start going forward.
I think fear can stop us, just from, trying to be great. My whole life. I think that's been a big problem. Or probably not even accepting my greatness, on how good or great I am, or how much I mean. Yeah, I feel fresh in a way I haven't felt in maybe forever. It made me feel closer to God. Because I got to see my little guy again.
He wasn't there when Jaden passed. So once again, that's trauma, that's traumatic, it's guilt.
See how much I was throwing up? Yeah, I felt light the next day. I felt happy. It was perfect. I would have it no other way.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
Five kids in my room, dude.
What?
Yeah. 5 kids? Yes.
No, hold up.
Wait, where?
You might have been tripping.
No kids, dude, you were tripping.
You guys were up here the whole time, so you didn't even check on me. Trust me, man. I was down there, and in the middle of the night, I checked on you 10 times.
No kids came here, yo. No kids came home, bro.
No, what the hell?
That was some good shit, bro.
Holy shit.
Girl, they hit you with that ooh-wee.
Greg thinks there was 5 kids. That he was like, I first had the nurse, and then there was 5 kids.
I could have sworn I saw them there, man.
What do you think? Like,
one kid had like a
Greg,
electric car. The other kid looked like a monkey.
he looked like a
no,
monkey.
he looked like a man.
It was a man but a monkey. Right?
It was a kid that I'm sour at, so I'm calling him a monkey. Kind of like that.
Was he mean?
He was staring at me, and I turned over, and the guy's just like on the bed staring at me.
See, you know what's so crazy? No, I don't mean to laugh at you.
No, it could be bullshit.
I don't mean to laugh at you, but
also some of these extra people could have had some people, and there were some young kids in there. I'm telling you, man. You didn't see them?
You think Mary let some young kids in the house?
They kept going back and forth through that door all night.
Greg.
Oh, shit. You were meeting these people?
I wish I had this recorded.
It's recorded.
Fuck! I pointed right to my phone.
You got it. Got it.
Oh.
I'll send it to you later, dude.
Shit.
So I guess I saw some people that weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put these in your bag, okay?
Iboga just reset my mind. I'm 30 years old, and it's almost like I have a child's, not like a child brain, but all the noise over the last 10 years of my life is no more. It's not a thing anymore. And so it kind of resets your reality.
I do appreciate you guys because there's only been one night, but I've seen a difference of his thinking quickly.
Basketball will always be a part of me. Do I plan on playing again? I'm not sure.
With that competition and that grounding and that pounding, your discipline has to change dramatically. You still can't have marijuana in the system.
No.
Right, so your discipline and everything. Right now, you've been enjoying this civilian life.
Yeah.
You have to change everything. It's not about your skills, it's about everything else.
I know I can change that. I did it before.
The third and final letters in the formula are DP, for daily practice. I introduced Lamar to transformational breathwork and meditation so he could tap back into that experience that he'd had and stay in present moment awareness.
Hello.
Hello, Lila.
Welcome.
How you doing?
Hi, Lamar. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Come
How you
on
doing?
in. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Body mapping affirmations.
Yeah.
What's that for?
That is one of the tools I use in transformational breathwork, which I hope to do on you if you're interested.
I am.
Okay, great. The transformational breath, what we're looking for is an open mouth breath, and what we want is a connected breathing. So a long inhale, short and relaxed exhale, and make sure it's connected, and it always has to start in the belly. That's the most important thing. Like vision a circle just in the beginning to help you. Perfect. And I want you to close your eyes.
I feel alive, I feel present. And for me, it's something, a person that struggled with drug addiction. To be present is very important.
Once Lamar realized that the formula had worked for him, he wanted to start paying it forward. And I was very surprised to hear that he had now talked his dad into trying ketamine for the first time.
Why don't you take off your coat and get a little more comfortable?
Anything that could bond me and my father, I'm with it. And I just knew it would be a good experience for him because he experienced so much trauma.
What this is about is an infusion to see if we can help you with some of your depressions and anxieties.
Kind of fascinating, man, that you know, I'm getting this type of help, you know. And like through my son, you know.
My father's favorite words to me used to be like, can I have something? He ain't really hit me with a can I since then. I don't know if the one treatment like healed that, but it made him realize that my approach with him is a lot different.
Lamar, his relationship with his father, I feel like definitely Lamar was continuing that. And he has a chance now to make up for it.
Anything I could do to help our bond, I'm willing to do. Not having that male spirit or role model in the house, but as a black man, is really important for me to stop that.
It's no secret that he wasn't, involved and, he was disconnected. But he, for sure, the last 2 years has been more present.
I literally call him for advice on stuff now, and because I feel like I can open up to him. I can finally see what a real father is supposed to do.
I do see him progressing him as a person, as a man, as a father. I do see him trying to, taking that leap.
Zappy's formula for me, I would say it worked. Took away fear, brought me closer to my kids, and I'm here, I'm conscious, I'm living.
After Iboga, Lamar, he was such a different person. He became more self-motivated. He decided to enter basketball again. I don't think anybody really realized that Lamar would have such success from the treatments that he would enter professional basketball again.
I knew I wasn't the same player, but it just kind of gave me the courage, fuck it, bro, I almost died. Can't fail now. Probably one of my biggest fears has always been public speaking. So I linked up with a company and they're gonna train me to be a public speaker.
I feel like Lamar has a unique opportunity to help people.
If this was successful, this might make me like the Malcolm X of mental health.
That's what the people say. Can't find a way, find a way, find a way, find a way. No, it's gonna be okay. I need a way, I need a way, I need a way, I need a way. That's what the people say. And if you can't find a way, just know it's gonna be okay. I heard about the special K. Did it make you sad or happy? Did you find the Terrence McKenna of this generation? I heard his name was Zappy. They said I have no problems like Lil Scrappy, but this world still get at me. As we sit on the to Twitter, searching for shine like glitter. PTSD, the streets gon' remember like a veteran in war. What was it all for? My eyes was the windows, my heart was the door. My obstacles, that's the fuel that drove us to find the cure. And we want more. If everything happens for a reason, the trauma's made to give me something to believe in. I need a way, I need a way, I need a way, I need a way, that's what the people say. Can't find a way, find a way, find a way, find a way, no, it's gonna be okay. I need a way, I need a way, I need a way, I need a way, that's what the people say. And if you can't find a way, just know it's gonna be okay. Last night was different, I don't trust my ego, I trust intuition. Voice in my head was me, but I listened. It told me to find something like treasure in the garbage. Realize it's more than just thinking about being artists. So I went to Saratoga Springs. Had to be on my job, that's when I met Dr. Bob. Had to speak my mind, had questions to ask. Must open up neurological paths. Wanna change the world, get it right within. Experience your life again. Warren having me chase, he said something legendary. Many suffer, but most of that is unnecessary. I need a way, I need a way, I need a way, I need a way, that's what the people say. Can't find a way, find a way, find a way, find a way, no, it's gonna be okay. I need a way, I need a way, I need a way, I need a way, that's what the people say. And if you can't find a way, just know it's gonna be okay.